So yes, this is the Freehold Vanishings Session 2. Session 2. We're going to continue exactly from where we left off. You're outside the back of the diner. And you've been investigating this. Well, you went in, you got yourself a burger, you tried to get yourself a Coke float, didn't quite happen. Twice! The universe does not want you to have a Coke float. I think it's a sign. So, yes, Coke floats and such, and dumpster diving, and finding syringes, and somebody staring off into space, who will probably continue to stare off into space for a short while because he's not here yet. Someone else, Chloe, was basically looking at the scene and trying to sort of compare it in her head to the pictures she'd taken, minus all the people who were in the way, and obviously minus the body because it's a week since that body was found. So yeah, where exactly would you, shall we start with a question? Because I like this.
Another question other than the one you just asked.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, we can start with 2 questions.
Yes. Pedant. Alright, everybody want to roll a d20?
No. Wait, is that another question?
That could be the other question, yeah. You're going to need another d20 because nobody's got one. 9. Michael gets, do you have a best friend? Sorry, in jokes. Does anybody need a d20? You got one?
This one.
No, it's not going to be.
Okay, I'll let you think about that for a second. H. One thing you absolutely won't share with your parents. Maybe a secret.
A cheeseburger.
I'm talking like secrets. If you can think about this for this session, this will be a question that you can answer either at the end of this session, or you can think. If you think I've got an idea for my question. If you need paper to, you've got your papers anyway to be able to write it down. Do you have a best friend? Do you have a best friend as his? Do you have a secret, something that you're not sharing with anyone, or maybe you've shared it with one of this group, or maybe this group know but your parents don't know, and it's up to you. Chloe, aka Simon, would you like to roll me a d20, please?
Not after last week.
It doesn't matter, you can't fail this.
Well, would you get to them?
And you failed it!
I think, do you know what?
Why has he failed?
You know what? Actually, weirdly enough, he has actually failed this thing. Because the question is, what do you want to be when you're older?
Photographer.
Your question.
Exactly. So let's roll again, just because.
Can we just give him the question, what is life? Yeah, that'd be a good question.
Go on, roll again. 3.
Not much better.
Oh, much better. Much more appealing to the story. What there is of it so far. What are you afraid of? Do you have a phobia, or is it just something that you're afraid of? Now, if you'd like to think about that and maybe come back to it, bring it up when you feel it's pertinent to the story.
Might take a while to think about it.
Okay, that's fine. Well, what I'll do is I'll start the ball rolling. I've said that like fucking 4 times today, and it's really I'm turning into a management wannabe with all the blue sky thinking, drilling down, and all that bollocks.
No, management always say going forward.
Touching base, touching cloth. So anyway, on that note,
RGM, ladies and gents.
Yes, thank you very much. It's been one of those days.
Okay, don't want to wake up.
Yeah, everything's messed
Everybody sucks.
Everybody smells. So yeah, you're outside the back of the diner. Chloe is currently. We're going to use these cards, I think, because it makes it easier to be able to sort of point the camera in, the camera with bunny ears, in the direction of someone to give them the spotlight, and then one person isn't getting, it's not being pointed in the direction of one person permanently. It will go round and round and round. Even I get one, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet, but that'll be fun. So basically, outside the diner, we've got. Michael is currently, he's just reenacted the scene from, I can't think which Bond film it is, when he comes out of the water and he's like, no, that was her, that wasn't him,
yeah,
sorry.
It wasn't James Bond.
Yeah, in the white bikini.
Didn't Daniel Craig do that?
I think they've all done it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Daniel Craig in a bikini, though.
Yeah. Prefer him as a stormtrooper, but that's different.
Allegedly.
Yeah, supposedly.
It might sound like him.
It probably
So, yeah, we've got... Michael has just stood up out of the bin with a syringe... not in between his teeth. He had a burger in between his teeth and a syringe in his fingers.
A yummy burger.
Harrison's next to him, like, trying to avoid getting flicked on by bean juice. While he's literally doing that, he's doing the hair flick. Like a dog. Like a wet dog, just... have that. Because dogs are spiteful little twats.
Dog rage.
Dog rage. And Chloe's just kind of, looking, trying to be all, little notepad thing, pencil, looking at the area, trying to extrapolate something. I believe you learnt something along the lines of this body wasn't presented, it wasn't arranged, it wasn't put here to be found, it was just dropped. And Lexi is currently staring off into space.
Is anyone questioning this? Like, can she smell burning toast? Or, is there some kind of bigger issue?
I think she's a bit young for that, isn't she?
Depends, doesn't it?
I don't know. Well, I'll ask her very shortly. Or shall we roll for burning toast?
I reckon we should roll for a burning toast. So.
Okay, is it odd it's burning, or is it a 1?
I think we go D8.
Go D8 and see if it's a 1 in 8. She's having a stroke or something.
Yeah, it's just some kind of episode.
Jesus, this took a dark turn, alright.
This is me rolling as well, so there's a very big chance that she'll end up with like Down syndrome by the end of this.
Wouldn't be the first.
There's an 8, so she's completely fine. She's just having a little a moment.
Yeah.
You call them Lexi moments, where she's just like,
She's having a Lexi.
yeah,
I imagine
sail.
I imagine there'd just be like some weird 80s pop music going through her head.
Oh, absolutely. She's probably got one earphone in.
Cindy Lauper.
One earphone, yeah. She's probably got whatever the tune from the Goonies, I can't think what, the Cindy Lauper one.
Yeah, I know which one you mean.
She's got that, and she's just kind of like, because that and piano are the kind of ways, music and piano are the kind of ways she avoids the world and all the horror that comes with it. So yeah, if you remember your questions, that was nice. I thought I'd just throw them in there just for a bit of fun, and because it helps you flesh your characters out a little bit. Now, take it away. You've been stood outside this. The back of the diner is the alleyway from it leads out onto the main street. The main street is a busy main street. You could see the bar from it. Down the road from there, there's the what's it called? I've done it again. The noise.
Is that what it's called?
It's not.
Is
It's
that the
not.
name? That could be the name of the bar.
No. It's not a noise. It's not a Ben noise, but it's the arcade. The arcade's down just. It's like this main street where it's sort of like Friday night busy. You'd find the kids in the arcade and the sort of the older kids and stuff. There's an ice cream parlour. There's milkshake shop, bar, that sort of thing. The bars see a roaring trade, especially at the moment. And you did question this like last time. Why aren't the parents out searching for the kids? And it was mainly. Well, they just, either they've been told something, or either they've been told to leave it to the professionals. Not the police are very professional at the moment. But yeah, you stood outside here, and you've just unearthed a syringe
And a burger,
and a burger.
which I'm enjoying.
Is this
It's
half
gone?
a burger still? Now this burger's
No, I'm savouring this moment.
Oh, okay.
Like
Okay,
when
So
I'll
still
have
some
this
in your
again.
mouth.
It's
Oh yeah, I'm still eating it.
it's a Thursday. The bins were emptied on Monday, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So this D4 will tell you how many days old this burger
You
is.
did say it was still warm.
Yeah, you did.
A lot of the slop that goes in there, it keeps
How
a
old
nice.
it is not really important. It's hot. I'm
Okay.
classing that as a good meal.
That's fine. I mean, there's no maggots in it or anything. It's it's still, and it's like the bean juice and stuff.
Not that he knows.
Yeah, a hobo with a ladle could live outside this thing.
Thinking of moving there myself.
That's what the bar's called.
Hobo with a ladle. Am I writing it down?
I reckon so.
Well, the main bar's called Scarlet. But another bar along thing, or it could be a type of beer in the town. That could be like a local brew called Hobo with a Ladle.
Give me a pint of Hobo with a ladle.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Let me get a pen very quickly, and I'll just write this down. Local brew. Local brew called Hobo with a ladle.
And what's the arcade called?
Arcadia, very creatively.
Okay.
And at the moment, because of the time of it, there's like a line of about 3 or 4 each of Pac-Man, asteroids, that sort of what's the other one?
Gattaca.
Yes, Space Invaders, that sort of thing. I mean, it's a small town one, but some of the more popular ones, they'll have literally gone, this is brand new, we have to have this. This place does, the amount of quarters that you kids pump through these things are stupid. You're outside this thing, and we've got the syringe and notepad and stuff. Are we passing notes again?
I want to be your best friend. I'm much better than Ben is. Lexi is.
Certain things can't be discussed.
Oh, okay. Things that aren't broadcastable.
No, I don't think so. Don't.
Okay, so
Really?
yeah, if you've not got any sort of direction you want to go with that, I had an idea. Do you want me to read what's on the paper, or
No.
Yeah. If you're passing notes, come on, you can read it in front of the class.
Chloe, any idea what might be in this syringe?
Bean juice.
Inject it into Lexi and find out.
Well, that would be an amazing idea.
Yes, it doesn't
I
quite
don't
fit
think
with the
she's-
principles of the 80s child film genre. So instead, you'll get this amusing scene where Michael kind of goes and just bean juice for a moment, like a piece of burger clogs up the eye of it, and then it just jets of bean juice, arcing jets of bean juice.
Taste it.
Yeah, and you kind of like kind of just like fires it back in his own face after a minute,
Definitely.
and it's just bean juice.
It's like Christmas for me.
It's grease and bean juice. It's basically. Have you ever seen like the runoff from a grease trap or something?
Yeah.
Mix that with loads of like plate scrapings and stuff, and yeah.
Okay. So, Chloe, was there anything here that you could remember from your photos?
Now feel free. You can spend bennies to try and create story elements, but obviously at some points I'll have to sort of go, this is kind of going against the grain.
Well, I remember one thing that was there when I was taking pictures. I remember seeing the old hobo down the street. He must have had a good view of what happened. Maybe we can go and find him. See if he has any information.
Sure, I mean, there's one question I have to ask.
Okay.
Was he armed?
With a shotgun.
No.
Was he Rutger Hauer?
I don't know, I didn't see anything.
With a ladle.
I was waiting for that.
Damn it! I wanted to see how many references I could get in there.
Okay. Yeah,
Right.
let's go find him.
Oh, if
Find the photo.
I'm going to flip this, and I will only get to flip this as like this won't be to try and screw you over or anything. You know, like GM intrusion, but just impromptu.
You all right?
Yeah, if I can. I'm just having a stroke.
For those listening, it just took the GM 5 minutes to turn a card over on the table.
Shut up. Okay, so
With giant hands.
yes, with his giant hands. So what I'm going to have at this point is the metal door at the back of the place. You know, all these places have got a metal door, so that nobody can break into it. Creaks open. See this, see this shirt and and a cap, backwards cap, sort of come out. Door shuts. You hear this sort of a lighter, and then just this cloud of smoke comes up. Goes up across the other side of the recycling dumpster. And does anybody want to roll like just a D4 just to see if you? It doesn't matter. It's really This doesn't smell like tobacco smoke, and Lance turns round and sort of has a moment of like. Just breathes out this massive cloud, and just he has like it looks like he's smoking half a rolled up cigarette, like he's saved half a roll up.
How would you describe the smell?
It's strange. It's not like tobacco smoke. Michael's dad smoked rollies,
I know the smell.
and these don't smell like those type of rollies.
Okay. I wonder what it could be.
Yeah, I know, it's strange. So anyway, he kind of turns around and just like, and he hasn't noticed you. And what's your reaction? I mean, do you try and hide? Do you just stay where you are? I mean, you basically all stood round. Lexi could probably get away with it because she stood near the mouth of the alleyway.
I think the guy likes me,
Okay.
so I don't think I need to run away.
Yeah. It's not said anything, I'm standing.
All right. Well, he just kind of like, he has a full moment of, eyes shut, blowing smoke, and just, takes another drag, then, sort of turns around kind of blearily, like he's got something wrong with his eyes. And he looks at you and he's like, whoa, and sees you and goes, and then looks, he does a bit of a spud from Train Spotting, kind of, then he sees you with the syringe, and he just, the cigarette drops, and he's just like, are you trying to get me fired? It's like, no, seriously. Just put that back in there, get out, just please, are you trying, Steve, was his name Steve? I think his name is Steve. Steve will have my nuts. And if no, please do me a favour, I will, what do you want? Do you want something from me?
What's so important about this?
He's like, it seems kind of as though he's recognised it from something. From some sort of endeavour.
There's a belt in here as well. Is this yours?
No, it's not one of those ones. But it's not a great one. He's literally like he kind of reaches out and like it's like can I take this please, and just he's like what's it going to take? What's it going to take? You give me this. He doesn't even want to say the word of it because he's just like he's looking at the back door like, please don't let Steve come out. Steve obviously smokes as well. He's like give me this, and just kind of tries to squeeze it out of your fingers.
Coke float.
He's like oh, Coke floats all around. Coke floats all around. All around.
I'm releasing it now straight away.
I want a free meal for the...
You pointing at Michael, you may have to drink yours outside. I'll just bring them out here. Actually, no. Really bad idea. You guys hanging around here? Bad idea.
Why don't I drink mine outside?
Because you're currently covered in bean juice and like grill excrement and...
I think you should get him some new clothes, and then we should all have Coke floats.
Guys, do you not think that if we're going to be going trying to find this homeless guy, that he might want something in return for favour, like information, maybe
homeless
like
guy.
food?
What homeless guy are you talking about?
Should we get him a Coke float?
Hobo Ken.
Talking about Hobo Ken.
Hobo Ken.
Hobo. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Hobo Ken. What's Hobo Ken got to do about this? He comes around here with a ladle every now and then, scoops some things out of the bin.
We just want to chat.
Leave Hobo Ken alone.
Whoa.
You leave Hobo Ken alone. Give me this. Do you kids know nothing? Hobo Ken's a meth head. He's not a is meth from the 80s? I don't know.
Yeah.
Hobo Ken's a meth head. He doesn't do horse and just takes the needle off you and just like pockets it, even though it's like covered in grit and stuff. Careful. So he pockets it and he's like leave Hobo Ken alone. He has done nothing to you guys. The guy, the guy was in the war, for Christ's sake.
12-year-old kid.
Right, we'll see that you don't. And seriously,
Coke float.
Coke floats.
And a small burger for Hobo Ken.
That sold it for him. That because he'll do. He sees. He's got a lot of good to say about Hobo Ken. I'm assuming because the guy was a war hero and stuff, and maybe his dad was a war hero or something like that. So yeah, he just he's like right, okay, gives you your Coke floats, and you're all stood around drinking them. Gives you like out of the lost and found, not random people's clothing, because nobody leaves random pants in a restaurant.
Well,
should we roll for random pants?
Yeah.
Okay, odds.
I'm feeling lucky.
Oh, does someone want to grab the door for Ben? Alright, what we'll do is we'll come back in a second to decide what sort of random pants we're going to give Michael. Okay, so we're back. You're all kind of stood outside. You've got these Coke floats, and you're all just, through the straws and stuff. And Lance is like, so, what are you doing out here? Picks his joint up. He's not even going to joke anymore now. He's just, just lights it up, playing in front of a bunch of kids. He's like, I'm in enough trouble already. Lights his joint, starts puffing away on it in front of you.
What's
It's
the
like, so why are you out here? Are you some kind of weirdos or something? Want to visit the places where dead kids are found?
I just want to see Hobo Ken.
I just came for it.
Well, Hobo Ken doesn't live around here. You know where Hobo Ken lives.
Nowhere. He's a hobo.
Hobo Ken doesn't live around the back of the diner. He lives around the side of Skylarks.
Okay, to Scarlet's then.
Whoa! I want you guys some kind of weirdos or something. Didn't you hear the police report? The police saying don't investigate, don't go searching for this this random this crap. Do you want to end up disappearing? Have you seen and then he kind of
Do you want
catches
Steve
himself.
to know about what we have?
He's like that's low. That's low. Yeah, but you do have a point. You can see in his eyes you do have a point, but he's just like.
Then back
just
up the lights,
like-
do I think?
Just like, right, well, I'm going to need you to, just, investigate at night like normal people. Oh, I know there's a curfew. All right, investigate when, random passers-by can't see you, flitting around the dumpsters. Weirdos. At least she's got the, got the courtesy pointing at Lexi to sort of stand and, and be lookout. And so Lexi has basically stood out on the main road. You've got earphones in. You are not a lookout at all. You've got Cyndi Lauper blaring in your ears, and you're just kind of looking across the road, going, "Oh, there's a milkshake bar."
Dude, she's higher than
do
you.
with a
Come on,
milkshake.
let's go, everybody.
She's higher. Wow, she's higher than you. No one is higher than Lance. Lance is one high mofo.
Kenya.
So yeah, he just he takes the syringe off you and just says, what are you looking for? These dumpsters got cleaned out like Monday. The police, this kid was found a week ago. The police have scoured this thing with a pair of tweezers and a microscope. Whatever you were looking for is gone. Then he kind of, he has a smoke to himself for a second. You're looking for the missing girl, and it's not a surprise everybody knows about it. Because it doesn't even wait. It's just like, because I like maybe, what do you know about her? If you don't know anything about her, you're not going to be able, just randomly going, oh, let's search here. It's kind of like waiting for lightning to strike. If you can kind of think of a place where, I know you can't predict where lightning strikes, but like picking lottery numbers randomly. If you pick the same numbers, you're much more likely to get the same numbers. If you're just kind of picking in different, he's really high. And he's still chumming on this about as you all walk away down into the main street.
Well, whatever we're doing, we need to do it quick because the Vikings play the Bears at 8 o'clock tonight, and I need to be watching that.
Okay, well you'd be home by then easily.
I've already started eating half of this burger that's Hobo Ken.
Oh, absolutely! What, really? You're eating Hobo Ken's burger?
Yeah,
he even put it in a little baggie for him with a little note on it saying, for Ken.
Right. I'm poor. I mean, I'm not that different from Hobo Ken. I've just got a roof.
All right, okay, that's fine.
I'm eating half of it.
Hey, this guy lives in a piano box, so
it's still a piece of shit, but I'm eating half of it.
Okay, so out onto the main street. You've got Scarlet's, which is in one direction. It's not far. It's like seconds walk. Across the main road, and it's just there. You can kind of see the whole stretch from here. What catches your eye, though, Michael, is a black convertible Brahmobile, somewhere between girl car and guy car. It's basically like, I don't want to say like a DeLorean or something, but like that sort of level of, if there was like a convertible, like not a Comet. I don't know my cars. Basically, cool, black glossy car convertible. Which you recognise as Jensen's brother's car, and it's parked outside Arcadia. Now, from down the road, you can hear the sort of arcade machines and the music going. And yeah, that's just in one direction. From the other direction, there's the bar and stuff. What's your plan?
I'm just going to keep on going towards...
Resisting temptation.
Resisting it for now, yeah.
Okay, I'll just keep dropping the breadcrumbs for you.
Oh, yeah.
And, leave you to
Reel
find.
me in at any point.
That's okay, fine. God damn it! I really, if this was the cipher system, I could be like, I'll give you an XP right now. Go here and have a fight. Go here and poo in this man's car. I'm only kidding. What? It was an example. Anyway, yes. Newly arrived to the group of players, but not quite to the group of characters. Lexi has finally joined the world of the
normal.
Finally took her headphones out.
Yeah, finally taken the headphones out and been part of the normal world again.
Good evening, Lexi.
What's up?
So yeah, what's the plan? Just down towards
Let's go
the
to
bar?
Scarlet's. Let's go find Hobo Ken.
Yeah, I think we need
Hobo
to go
Ken.
Ken.
His mate's Hobo Cop.
Is his brother Sharuken? Is he like native Indian or something?
Native
Like
American.
Native American Indian. American Indian.
Native Indian.
Do you know what I'm
Like Gandhi.
Yeah. No, not him. Yeah, and his granddad Hadoken.
Oh.
Anyway.
Collective groans.
Yeah, his brother Ken Dodd.
Just stop.
All right. I have to be careful because now after
It's
last week,
already dead.
I'm not sure whether tasteless jokes like just sort of are going to crop up from nowhere. So yeah, you're heading down towards this towards the side of Scarlet's. You know that you're not allowed in Scarlet's. You know because it's 21 or over. She's strict about this.
What goes on in there?
We could do that thing where we sit on each other's shoulders and have a big duffel coat.
If you wish to try that is perfully possible.
Right,
but
I'll
you're
go
going to
get a
have to go.
duffel coat.
You're
You
gonna
go
have to, okay, so
you
Lexi
go get a
disappears
duffel
off to try and find a duffel coat, and we will join her shortly. While she tries to purchase.
Side mission.
Yeah, purchase a duffel coat that fits
5 people.
Yeah, well,
Four
fits two
people.
people sat on each other's shoulders, and then we'll have to decide who's going to do it and all that. But as you're coming down to this to Scarlet, you just hear it's like it's not rowdy during the day. It's normally you get solitary drinkers who get in, do that pose there. They do that. They lean on the bar, hand on, beer in front of them, periodically, or whiskey, and they periodically just lean forward and just take a sup. And they periodically take a sup, and they are quite quiet, but it's quite rowdy in there at the moment. You can hear some things kicking off.
Oh, I wish we had that duffel coat.
We can side mission it if you really want.
Got a duffel coat.
No, you haven't. I'm making you work for this shit. If you want to spend a Benny, Ben is going to spend a Benny to create a story element, which will be duffel coat.
I've just found one on the floor.
Well, I'd probably say you found it in like maybe a thrift store or something, because that's a bit more believable than just I found a 2-person
It's
coat.
Lexi Macklemore.
Here's one I had earlier.
Lexi MacGyver. Anyway, so yeah, now you've got yourself a 2-person duffel coat. Who's attempting this?
I imagine I'd make
Bearing in mind, these two are the oldest.
I'd probably make a sturdy base.
You be the legs. I'll put some makeup on and be the face.
You've got the upper body strength. You've always got makeup on, apart from that one day.
All right, cool. So you're going to sit on my shoulders, and we're going to try this.
Yep.
All right. Okay. So it's just the approach. Literally, just jumps up on the shoulders. But like, let's make
Which way do I
rules
sit?
for this.
That would be forward facing.
Yes. Let's make rolls for this. Yeah. Okay. So let's probably say what was the thing? There was the thing. Okay. So we've got Scamper. Scamper's probably going to have to be it. So
I've got a D8 in Scamper.
it's going to be a Scamper roll each. One to be able to walk and carry. The other one not to be able to not fall off the top.
And this is with a wild die, right?
Yeah, this is with the wild die. You both get a wild die. Okay, so there's a 4 and a 2. So re-roll your 4. There's a 3 and a 1. Oh no, 3 and a 7. Shit. Okay, so 5, so you succeed,
Do I re-roll?
and not unless it was an 8, because if it was a D8, you'd have to roll
Oh,
an
that's
8
fine.
for it to explode. So yeah, you both succeeded, and it's wobbly. It's not massively convincing, but literally you walk in, and it's as though have you ever seen somebody with like a thyroid problem in the legs and they've got massive legs? It's kind of like you've grown about 3 feet. It's not attractive, but it's it's doable. You walk in, you're like, you have to tell them, you're going like, now step to the left. It's like Nightmare. Do you remember the show? You're like going side step to the left, now 3 steps forward. Okay?
So as if
Now
he's
we're
remote
almost-
control.
Yeah, pretty
So I'm
much.
looking out the waistband. Am I?
Oh no, she's directing you. She's directing you.
Oh, right, okay.
She's like 2 steps left. Okay.
How
now,
well do you
like,
know your left from your right?
30
Lexi?
steps.
Left, right.
All right, good.
She's fine.
Roll for it.
No, they've succeeded on this. So as funny as it is, so yeah, you make your way into the bar, and you just tottle up. These two, I'm assuming, wait outside. You can go and speak to Hobo Ken, and we'll do yours in a second. So you basically, while this is going on, should we have this Hobo Ken scene?
Yeah. Let's go and
And
see.
we'll come back to. Okay, so if you two want to flip your cards up just to show that we've done you, because then when we've done everyone, we can come back. No, you keep yours because we've not done you yet. Alright, okay, so Michael and Chloe are out the side. They basically ushered you in, just kind of like leaned the door open and then let it close behind you. And now you've gone around the side of the bar, the Scarlet's bar. There is, as promised, a piano box, kind of weather worn, but at the same time it looks as though it's been. This isn't one of those places where people come along and mess with them. Like you might have had kids throwing stones or something at them, but it doesn't really matter because this box has been reinforced over time. It's kind of like he's built a house, but it's still ghetto as anything. It's still
Plus,
just
the
a
thing
car.
is, his nickname is Ken Kong, so they don't really mess
Is he a
with him.
big guy?
He is a big guy.
Wow. Okay, you're not making him less threatening for me here. I was going to try and tone him down a bit so he didn't seem so creepy.
Hobo Ken Kong.
Hobo Ken Kong. Okay. Hello Ken Kong. Harrow Ken Kong.
Edit.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's a South Park reference. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so yeah, cardboard piano case. You wanted to do this? Go.
Hey Ken,
Open your eyes. Put your glasses on. Come on.
I don't need.
He doesn't need his glasses.
Oh, it's the theatre of the mind. Sorry, go on.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hey Ken,
I
you
think
there?
Chloe's fallen asleep.
Just resting my eyes.
Yeah. Yeah. What's wrong with you? Okay.
Chloe
yeah.
has
So
narcolepsy.
you just like on the side of this box.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you just kind of hear this. Oh no! Got it.
Has he got spittoon?
If he does, it's not made out of anything that would make pating. It would
Oh,
sound
that's
like don't do it, but it would sound like spitting into plastic Tupperware. Yeah, like that. And he
Like an
probably
angry goose.
keeps it. Yeah.
It's kind of the noise that an angry goose would make.
Right now, it's a gremlin. Anyway, yeah, no. So yeah, it just kind of makes noises and stuff. But he's home. You could talk to him through the wall. This isn't. Yeah. Yes, home. You could talk to him through the walls of his home.
Box.
And you're there as well, currently sat just, something like.
There's still half a burger left.
All right. Oh, you've
Oh, yeah,
left
did
him
you eat
half
it
a
off?
burger. All right.
There's
Okay.
something
You're
bagging
not
it.
a complete arsehole.
No, I'm just half of one.
He's going to eat that in front of him.
Half an arsehole with half a
Depends
burger.
how this talk goes.
All right. Okay.
Every time you don't like someone, bite a bit more of the burger.
This guy's a big guy though, so it looks as though he's not starved for food.
Would you say he's fat or like?
You've not seen him yet.
I've never seen a fat hobo.
You know him only
You've
by.
seen a big hole.
Okay,
have you?
I believe he was a
If this is the
druggie as
case,
well. There's
you-
no fat druggies. The story's fallen to
It's
bits.
weird because he's kind of he's an enigma because apparently he's a meth guy, but at the same time he's
Is it meth or roids?
I don't know.
He's a meth guy. He doesn't actually live on the streets, just when he does meth. He
Used
lives in the
used to be roids while he was a powerlifter in the late '60s. And then then his heart blew out and he had to stop doing it. Then he
he'd be
became
stopping a lot.
heavily into the jazz scene. Took up the horse. you don't know what that is because you're all kids, but took up the horse and like Lexi had probably be at this point like, wow, he rode a horse. And he,
Never mind, Lexi. I was thinking that.
So he basically he seems to have done it all, and now he just kind of he just sort of sits around like Ludo and in a box, and you don't really know much about him, but yeah, carry on.
Hey Ken, we've got some questions for you. Have you got a minute?
Me? Questions? What sort of questions? The police have already been by. I didn't take none of them kids.
No,
Go away.
We're not saying you did take some kids. We just want to know what you
The
saw.
police damn well said I was taking some kids.
Yeah, well, we're not the police.
Well, alright. And he just, like a window in this thing, just like, it's like a cardboard flap that just sort of flicks up and you just see just see the eyes and it's like, so what do you want?
Well, we're just hoping that you might have a little bit of information that you.
I don't know
to
shit.
The police. And we have some food for you if you want to help us answer some questions.
He's like, is that Viking burger?
Looks half of one.
Looks at you like, fat little shit. But yeah, he's kind of.
So
It's like,
sauce in the car.
let me get this straight to you young folks. The smell of like cheap bourbon. It's not like cheap bourbon. It's like something you use to clean vats that have been used to make cheap bourbon. That's what it smells like in there. Like if you flicked a match in there, it'd just go poof, no eyebrows. He just kind of he's like, listen, the pair of you. My life has become much quieter since I came to the conclusion that I don't know shit. Knowing shit means that your life is quiet. Ignorance is bliss and all that. Like now, I could be convinced to partake of some knowledge on you young'uns if you give me the burger. Give me the burger.
Tell us what you know first.
It's like
Michael W.
you think I
has given
came
the
down
burger.
with the last drop of rain? Sorry, what were you saying?
Michael
He's
W.
quite a
has just
courteous
given the
fellow.
burger.
All right. He's like, you think I came down with the last drop of rain? And you, if you want to, you can make opposing cool rolls against him.
Okay,
It's pretty cool.
I shall do that.
Okay. He doesn't get a wild die,
But I do.
but he starts with a D10. He's been around for a while and he's
He's
an
a
adult.
hobo. How cool can you be?
He's an adult.
Mate, have
He's
you not
an
seen him?
adult.
He's not smart. He lives in a box.
Stealth is
How smart can
unbelievable.
you be to end up in a box?
He's hiding in a box.
Hobo Ken has seen some shit.
Yeah, now he lives in shit. But still,
Yeah, but you get 2 dice. Come on.
he gets a D10.
Mate, you don't rip your head off. He was a former bodybuilder.
Shitballs. 3 and a 2.
It was basically going to be a success versus a success. So as long as he doesn't succeed now,
10.
that's a 6. He's like, no, give me the burger. He's like, this is the only way it's going to work. If you don't give me the burger, I'm going back to sleep. Well, drink, sleep, drink. One of the two. Just give me the burger, kid. It's getting cold. Those things. Do you not know what it's like? Have you ever eaten one of those after 3 days?
Yes.
Those things will make you what? Okay.
I'm going to pull Chloe to the side.
Okay.
I'm just going to whisper. Let me take the lead with this.
No, just give him the burger.
No.
We need the answers.
No, we're going to get the answers either way.
Stop being greedy and trying to eat the rest of the burger yourself. Just
Eh?
give him the damn
We're
burger.
going to take like one more bite.
We'll go and get you another one later.
No. Follow me. Right? Okay. So I'm going to turn back to him now. I'm going to say, nope. Yet again, answers first.
Fucking the lid just flips down. You can still talk to him. It's not like he's shutting a front door on you. It's just a
Is he not
cardboard
peeking?
flat. No, he's not. He drops it and you hear him like crash onto not a piss stained mattress as you would expect, but just like
Shit stain mattress.
just like a crap old piece of sofa, not a full sofa, a half sofa. You know, like Ross's sofa. Pivot. It's like that sofa post saw, and he just it's not going to stop you from talking at him though.
Just going to over-exaggerate.
Okay.
Well, I guess then that I can eat the rest of this burger then. It's fine by me.
He's like, you eat the burger, you fat little shit, evil bastard. You could give me the burger and I'll tell you some things. I can tell you about my life.
We don't hear that shit.
I'm going to take a little nibble
Alright.
and I'm going to give it to him.
Alright, okay.
Because it's hard, it's hard for me.
The flap opens up and he's
Just a hand.
From his perspective, he just sees the burger come in and it's like...
Does he hear like that? Oh,
well,
the
no,
angels.
I mean, you don't get to see it from his perspective, but you just sort of feel the burger get taken off you carefully. Flap comes down and you can just hear this, like he's Popeyed it, in one go. And he sort of goes, so what do you want to know?
Anything
Damn,
you
it's a good
saw?
burger.
Anything you saw?
Like today, tomorrow, yesterday, now, right now, I can see my gut and some cheese fry, and
No, we're talking more a week ago. Say around the time that body was dropped off.
Flap just, and he's like, don't his words kind of get a bit more so, and it's just like, don't mince your words, kid in future. Just just say what you mean. You want to know if I know anything about about the body.
Pretty much.
I'll tell you what I know about the body. Kind of thirsty though. Do you reckon you can get me a drink?
We'll see what we can do.
Alright. Okay. I know about the body. I saw her dump the body. Well, I saw the body get dumped. Well, get me a beer and I'll tell you about the body. Now, you still have your walkie-talkie, as does H. So from inside the bar, I'm assuming H is going to get Lexi's crutch is crutch area is basically going to go, we're going to need a beer. We're going to need a beer. Hobo can ask for a beer. Sorry, in a kid voice. Hobo can ask for a beer. Not Mickey Mouse. You two are both inside the bar, and Hobo Ken's asked for a beer. He's taken the burger, and he said he knows some stuff. They've kind of broken his defences a little bit, but they're going to need a beer to grease the wheels.
We need to do this confidently. Let's go to the bar.
Okay. So yeah,
Legs forwards. Forwards legs.
Remember, at this point, I can't talk, or it's going to look super weird.
I will be walking forwards now.
Okay.
Very cool.
Now you wouldn't have been in this bar before, and the turns. I don't think. Let me just roll very quickly. If it's let's do a D8 again because D8's more. If it's a 1, Scarlett's in. If it's any other number, she's not. Scarlett knows everyone, and would be able to make you in a second. It's 2. She must be out doing something.
She's out doing Scarlet stuff.
Maybe cleaning the taps or something, or changing the barrels, because she's not a she's not a big woman. She's not like you'd expect it, like pulling pints and stuff to have like massive guns, but she's actually quite dainty, weirdly. But she's out, but she's hard as nails. She'll kick the fuck out of like any of the guys in this bar. She's
like that.
She's
Butch.
No, she's not. That's what I mean. She's not butch, but literally, she's she would
She'll kick you in the
leather
balls.
any of these.
Put you off.
Moxie from Borderlands.
Pretty much, just kick the crap out of anyone. Just flip your cards up as well, by the way. So yeah, we're going to the inside of the bar, and it's you two trying to work out how you're going to get to the bar.
I like this because I can't talk.
Girl behind the bar sort of goes. It's not even. She's polishing the glass, and because there's all this stuff kicking off around you, it's starting to get a bit more heated. There's angry voices, guys pushing each other and stuff. And you go up to the bar, and the girl's like, polishing the glass, not really looking at you. What can I get you?
Can I get a beer? And 3 Jaeger bombs.
I don't think they do Jaeger bombs at this point. But,
Red Bull wasn't invented.
No.
I'm going to explain to him what it is.
It was a good time. She's like, is that some foreign stuff? No, I don't got no foreign stuff. Give you a beer. Slams it on the desk, on the thing, and she's like,
I wonder
however insert amount of dollars that it would be to
would
buy
my
a
legs
beer.
want to drink?
She's like, she sort of reaches back out and puts her hand on the bottle and starts sliding it back, going, I think you may have had enough. starts pointing out, and she kind of points to we reserve the right to stop. Like we reserve the right to stop serving anyone. This one's like we reserve the right to stop serving you if you're drunk as fuck, that sort of thing.
Well, I'm not drunk. Watch me walk.
Roll me a cool roll.
Crazy legs.
Oh, it's a D8.
And a wild D4 as well.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pass this. I got a 5 and 2.
Okay. So yeah, you've succeeded. So yeah, she's like, all right, $5 or something. However much the beer costs in Mercedes. She's like, it's like so many bucks. And do you have money on you? You would have money on you, wouldn't you?
Of course.
Got these sick Benjamins.
Yeah, you are pretty.
Let
poor.
me check my pocket.
Well, Lexi. Yeah, I was going to say. Oh shit! You spent all your money on the burger.
No, I have a little bit.
How much is it? Is it?
It's weird. There's this moment where bottom half and top half are like clubbing together to try and pay for this beer.
I have 4 cents.
And it's like this woman, she's not used to being paid. Like when an old woman goes to Morrison's and pays for their entire week's shopping in 2s and 1s and 5s and shrapnel and stuff. She's never been paid in shrapnel, but she's like, shink. Thanks. Have a good day. And just like sort of turfs you on your way.
I sort of go, yes.
Right. We're using D8 for random chance. No, it's fine. She doesn't hear you.
Excellent.
And now make another double scamper roll to be able to get out of this place with the beer in hand. That's a 1 and a 2. Are you focusing at all? Or there's a 1
Oh shit.
and a 2.
I'm going to re-roll mine.
The roll. Do we both have to pass?
This could be
I'm the head,
critical.
he's the legs. I've just got to be like looking cool.
Okay, that's a success on
That's
there.
fine.
The top half doesn't look so good. The top
I'm
half.
going to move it into a dance.
Okay.
War dance.
On your way out of the door, you elbow a guy.
War
You get
dance.
out of the door, and as soon as you're out the door, you're like literally off his shoulders and like walking around the corner with beer.
And I'm covered in a jacket.
No, she jumps off. You're as you were, but she's got like a coat on that's like dragging along the floor around the thing, like Judd Nelson Breakfast Club. Long coat with the beer like that up in the air.
Is it tan? I imagine it would be tan in colour.
the bottle?
No, the coat.
That's what I
Oh
was
yeah,
imagining.
it's like what's it called?
Excuse me, I bought it. It's got sparkly
You
shit
didn't
all
buy it,
over
you found it.
You got it from a thrift store, so I'm assuming it's either going to be tan or like navy green, like an ex-marine type thing.
It's like Columbo's overcoat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sort of thing.
Spruced up though, with some makeup and glitter.
Okay, so she can do that later if that wants to become part of her new worldy outfit.
Okay, look all good.
This is true. She tries to make anything she has look nice because her hindrance is vanity. Oh, I forgot about this. Yeah, and hindrances again. Yes, this is why I wrote these down. So yeah, what happens is though on the way out the door you elbow a guy, and as you get out the door you basically go around the corner and you leave all this behind. Harrison, there's a moment where you're stood in the open doorway and nope, it's fine. Nobody sees you because they're all too busy starting a fight. Because this one elbow
about.
in the kidneys has basically lit the fuse. Cool. So yeah, you're back around the corner. Hobo Ken's like, shit. I should totally have you kids like on the payroll. You kids can get things done.
Wait.
Like one of these. I ring you up. You get me a burger.
Wait.
I tell you some shit.
Surely you're not in position to have any kind of... No, never mind.
He's like, takes the beer and it's gone in one. He's like, okay, so gather round, pull up a plastic crate. There's loads of those beer, like beer bottle crates and stuff that are just big enough for you to sit on. There's no real like stains or anything on them, and it seems reasonably okay. This is like high living for you, Michael, because you're living.
We're basically in a dining room.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's like your dining room at
It's
home.
like the Bellagio for you.
Okay, so he just sort of he's got you all sat round. He's sort of like trying to find more drops out of the beer, and It says, right. Yeah, it says, right. You each get one.
Everybody gets one.
Apparently, everybody
Yeah.
gets one.
And we'll do this with you flipping your cards up just to show who's gone. Who got a question for me? And make it good.
Did you get a look at the person dumping the body, and what did they look like?
Sort of pauses and he's like, no, this I didn't tell the police because I didn't want to end up in a jail cell or some nut house. But, and he sort of like, punches his little sofa thing forward. Like, nobody dumped the body. I'm not even joking with you. Nobody dumped the body. The body wasn't there 1 minute. I'm sat watching. I'm sat just chilling, just having me some smoke. Lance got me some smoke. Sat across the street. Obviously Steve's got a hard on for all, for trying to get that guy fired. Sat across the street. Big truck goes by. Next minute, there's this ghostly little kid-shaped shape on the floor next to the dumpster. Who the hell do you think rang it in? Well, exactly, rang it in, but I kind of he got a payphone, and payphones, obviously they'll dial 999 or 911 for free, so smart ass. He's like,
At first he did attempt just to use a normal house phone that wasn't plugged in.
Yeah. He actually has. You can see from this perspective, he actually has a house phone in his with a curly cord, and it's taped to the wall of his little box just to give him all the homely comforts and stuff.
Even I ain't got a house phone.
So he's like, it wasn't there 1 minute, it was there the next. So hit me. Go on, cheerleader. Go on, chick. Get on with it. You not got shit to say? Let someone else say something. I've not got all day. I'm a busy man.
How does my makeup look today?
I answer that question. The police, they catch me, they put me in a cell. I never see daylight again. I get my balls cut off with secateurs. Your makeup looks fine. There we go.
Just fine.
Boyo, fat kid.
Wow.
Which you're not.
I'm not actually fat.
You're not actually fat kid. You're like lanky as hell, but you've just eaten his burger,
not
so
fat,
he
he's
calls
poor.
you the
He
fat
can't have
kid.
any food.
He calls me the fat kid. He's the guy living in
Oh, that's
Do you want
so
some
mean.
cream corn?
He's
Get
well
some cream
fat.
corn.
He's like fat kid. You got anything to say?
A, not fat. B,
He's like,
so you're saying that...
give it a couple of years. I wasn't fat. I was a power lifter.
And now you live in a box. But anyway, right? Thank you.
That was like your character.
So
Smart replies.
you're saying that this truck went by and then there was a body. So would you say it was dropped from the truck, or it just happened?
No, you see where the dumpster is. The dumpster's, if they threw it from the truck, there'd be a big skid mark all the way down this thing. There'd be blood and stuff. That kid was pristine. That kid was just like they've just kind of gone, dumped him, and then done one.
So you're saying
Dusted.
it appeared from thin air?
No. Yeah, kind of. Maybe a bit.
How do you know you weren't just high and didn't mess him?
I may have been high. You already asked your question. I may have been a bit high. I mean, Lance knows. He knows some good, knows some good smoke when he,
I
smokes
see that
it.
this has been a useful talk.
No.
Harrison, you might as well have a question.
Alright, flip your card open.
Ask him if he's seen a unicorn.
Not today.
Well, I believe that the police managed to get there pretty quick after and sweep the scene, but did you manage to get over there and pick anything up first?
He's like, I'm not stupid enough to go out. Yeah, okay, I may have gone up and poked the kid, see if he was dead or alive. But you would have done that. I got a stick and poked him. He was dead. I had like at least 10 minutes before Huey, Dewey, and Louie turned up. which you recognise as the nicknames for the local main 3 police people, not the agents, but the local sort of out of shape cops. He's like those guys take the time. I would have counted my lucky stars that one of them was in Scarlet's, but no. And what was the other question? I've forgotten.
Was there anything that the police took away that you can remember seeing?
He's like, you ever watched one of these self-unfolding tents that the army have? You pull a cable and it was like that. This kid just grew a tent around him like some weird plant. Next minute, gone. As if nothing.
So you didn't notice anything?
I didn't see shit. That's the weird thing. That's what's fucked up about this whole. Sorry, kids. That's what's messed up about this whole thing. Someone should have left a mark. There should have been something. Kids don't just out of nowhere and just appear dead in the street. If they did, that's the point where I punch my own ticket. That's the point where I get the fuck out of Dodge and call me a taxi. Maybe not a taxi, but jump on the back of some guy's wagon. Get the hell out of here, because that's the place I don't want to be living in.
So, what we're looking for here is some kind of clean killer.
So, quick question. I may be a drunken hobo with proclivities towards the drugs.
Wait, what does
There's
proclivities mean?
There's no way about it.
I'm 13.
I like the drugs.
Alright, okay.
Like, there you go. I'm teaching you all shit. Word of the day. They are proclivities, kid. Get you through school, yeah. Wait, don't I know you? He looks at you for a second. Is your dad famous?
He's been on a couple of TV shows, but we don't talk about that. Not particularly famous. He's just
Yeah. Good too. He's not a footballer. Basketball. Hockey. Your dad's a hockey player. No. All right. Okay. Back to the point. I may have been out of the military for a couple of years, but they haven't developed teleporting technology, have they, in the past 5-10 years?
Depends what kind of drugs you're on.
1980s. No, they haven't. That we know of. So yeah, he's just like. So what I'm telling you is, you're looking for someone. Not even just one. It could be a group. Although a group would probably take longer to disperse. He kind of goes into all this military, like what he knows from the military. It's like a group. You're looking for someone who could dispose of a body clean, like real clean, and then vanish. And I'm talking, I watched this thing happen. This big 18-wheeler came rumbling past, so we're talking, rumble there.
Like a demon.
Now, maybe add another rumble because it was high, but rumble there still leaves you with Kid must have weighed, 60, 70 pounds.
Okay.
So you're not looking for the biggest.
What was the weather like at the time?
Oh, it was dry. My box is bone dry.
It was definitely dry.
Yep. Okay, so we've got you. I'm going to ask very quickly, has anybody, the questions you got at the beginning of the round, or beginning of the game, has anybody come up with, Michael, do you have a best friend? Is your guinea pig your best friend?
No.
Would it be H?
I'd say
you've known each other since kindergarten.
I'd say if it was part of the group, then yes.
Okay.
It would be him. Otherwise, it'd be TV.
Right, so. H, what was yours? I've forgotten.
Something.
One thing you absolutely won't share with your parents. Any sort of secret or thing like that. You can still think about it, but I'm going to need an answer by the end of the session, just because it helps roll people along a bit, like character-wise. This microphone's really powerful, Ben.
Just for the tape, Ben said AIDS.
I might have been able to get rid of it, and now I won't.
I think that's Fred's fault, that one.
I know it's 2 for 2.
That was kind of indefensible.
Okay, and
Did I have a question?
No, you weren't.
do you have a phobia? What are you afraid of? Do you have a phobia? Anything like that?
Of turning into the person that'll just...
Losing your humanity?
No, more...
Gaining humanity.
We'll try... I'm trying to reveal the truth as a journalist, and I want to maintain my integrity. And I'm worried that one day something might happen where I...
Write it down.
Start to lose it.
I actually think that should be... would that replace your... Oh no, because that'll be it's your frightening thing. So yeah, put that on the back. Actually, maybe add it as a brackets to that. Afraid of losing integrity sort of thing.
I get a question.
You will get a question as well. If you'd like to roll... You haven't got a D20. You keep lend him a D20 to roll a sec. 17. How did you meet the PC to your left? Which would be Chloe. English class or...
That's too easy.
Okay.
I'll pick up a
Or through a mutual hatred for someone, or...
I'll think about it.
Okay, but give me an answer by the end of this thing, and it's not that first answer. Alright, so now we've done that, we'll come back to the scene at hand.
Do you know what it reminds me of? Every time he says something, right? It's as if
He
you
has
get a
this little
cheese.
stupid
No, it's as
grin
if
on
you
his
get a
face.
cheese grater and just drop the cheese right through the middle of it.
Yeah.
Like, there's no resistance. It's just literally. Alright, there's the cheese. It's exactly the same as it was when I put it in the other end.
It reminds me, yeah. He gets this little grin on his face, like he's, when he's about to say something, and you think, oh, what are you going to say now? Just think, check the chart, look at the chart. If it appears anywhere on the chart, right, I'll have to add that to the chart then.
Just for anybody listening, because I think this should be included.
No, let's not speak it out loud, because then I want to edit it out.
Well, no, because we need to let everyone know that Ben has a spider diagram in front of him.
Ben has a spider diagram in front of him. Careful, a minute, Ben has a spider diagram in front of him that I drew earlier on today, which basically includes many, many, many phrases, and to be adding many, many more phrases and topics and subjects which he is forbidden to speak of whilst recording these things. Now, Ben's pretty certain that this basically takes away the majority of his vocabulary, but after that first piece there...
No, it's quite good.
It was all very much...
said anything that's on it.
It was all very much above board. So don't try and
We could have
make
definitely
it...
met in the shower, I didn't say, but...
Don't try and make it into a game
I
where
said we just
you...
met in the shower, we could have been walking through the shower with
Still recording.
Don't try and make it into a game where you try and find things that aren't on the board and So yeah,
Like some kind of weird blockbusters.
yeah, some weird. Let's find things we can say that aren't on the sheet, because then they weren't on the sheet, so it's fine for me to say things about X, Y, Z if X, Y, Z is horrible and not able to be performed online.
Yeah.
Is it on the board? Well, yes, 100 people. If X subject was something we could discuss, and I said.
And we're back.
Yeah, I was going to say we're probably best pausing there for a second, and then we will come back and we'll do a little bit more. It's fine. The segue music's very nice. What's that song? We're back.
We'll forget what we were talking about just there in the intermission.
Yeah, I thought it'd be easier just to press record and watch it go really quiet really quickly. It's alright, I can cut the beginning off, it's fine. Okay, so this, I'm assuming you finished with Hobo Ken.
Yeah, I think Hoboken's alright.
Okay,
He's crack.
you've got, I mean, at least you know where he is, and you've not pissed him off, so you could at least come. You know, you can come back to him at
Yeah,
any
it's not
point,
moving
and it's going to
anytime,
be
is
another point of contact.
Portable house.
Okay.
Depends how hard the-
Now
how strong the
coming
wind is.
back out of
like
this,
Just have a mobile home.
coming back out of this alleyway into the main street. Oh, who would be first out? Let's see. Who's got the highest speed? Check your speed or your pace.
7.
Is it scam? Oh, I've got 7.
Okay, so anyone who's got 7, if you want to roll a d4 each, and we'll just see who would be first in the thing.
Ben got a 1.
What's that? And roll your 1 again, just to see what you get. It's a 1. Okay, so make me a scamper roll with the wild die.
Make me a sandwich.
What's that?
That is 2 1s.
No, that was a 4.
Okay, re-roll the 4. Okay. You somehow avoid the chair that comes flying out of the door, not out the windows. The windows of Scarlet's Bar have got like iron
Bars.
like bars, not like a grill or anything, just bars down over the windows. But out of the open door comes like a bar stool flying across the road and just out into the middle of the road and almost gets hit by a car.
And a guy comes out horizontally after.
Oh no, these what you call it, like this is kicked off and it just spills out into the road.
Is this because of Lexi's elbow?
Well, that may have started. It was quite heated in there in the first place and quite drink fueled, but then out into the road, this the chair goes flying first, then this other guy goes flying out, and a guy who everybody make me a. It would probably just be an imagination roll because just because I can't think of anything else for like general knowledge.
Insight, read people's situations.
All right, okay, make an insight roll then.
Oh,
I will
keeping
keep
that
that.
roll.
Okay,
Can I keep that?
all right. Anyone who succeeded?
Yeah.
Everyone succeeded. The guy who came out of the door, who's currently on his arse on the pavement with a guy over him.
You got nothing for that.
You don't recognise. The guy who's above him, like threatening to just like lean in and beat the absolute piss out of him, is Jenny and Mikey's dad. He is tear streaked. He's an absolute state. He's half cut. He is literally just like half screaming, half crying down at this guy. It's just like, you know what it's like. You haven't lost a kid. I'm just gonna wait for them to pick my fucking kid up from off the street somewhere outside a shitty diner. And he's just like, the guy on the floor is just like, the guy on the floor strangely got some balls and he's just shouting back like, do you want to watch your fucking mouth? Oh, you've got kids here, and he's like, fuck them, and he's like, it's like, where's my daughter? You're all sitting here drinking. They're all like, mate, you're sitting here drinking with us. But he's literally just going nuts on him, and he's like, Agent fucking Dastardly and Motley, come to me, start trying to strong arm me, telling me not to go in search of my daughter. Telling me to just sit by, let them do the jobs, let them and Huey, Dewey, and Louie, do their investigations. Well, what are they doing? They're all sat at the fucking school, investigating teachers, and just literally, he's just going off. And he's the more these two back and forth, the more it's looking like he's going to lamp him. So, is there anything you do to just stand and watch?
Let's stand and watch.
I sort of prompt Chloe to pull a camera out.
You were literally a step ahead of me. I pulled my camera out.
Chloe, pull your camera out.
Make me a cool roll for taking pictures without being noticed.
1 or 2?
That'd be 1 with the wild. So that's it. You always roll your wild unless I say
4 and a 1.
Reroll the 4.
Boom.
That's
another
4.
4.
Roll again.
And
And another 4 again. And another 4 again. Do you want to keep going?
Sure, why not? I'm on 16.
Okay. 17. So 4, 8, 12, 16. So basically you've succeeded with 3 shifts. Now these 3 shifts, what would you like them to do?
What can they do?
Well, a shift can be something like, okay, so the 1 success means you got the picture, The one of the shifts means you've done it without being noticed. You could get 2 more. You can get maybe another picture, or maybe I don't know, like get ones of all the guys around them, or literally you could do anything. You could use it to be able to. It's just having been able to to perform the operation with success. You've succeeded with 3 levels of style, so you've got 2 levels left to spend.
Can I take a picture of the people that are outside?
Okay, you just back up. You literally get one close up and you've backed off and backed off.
And can I take a second picture? Can I see inside the bar?
Yes, sort of. You can kind of see to one side.
I want to try and take a picture of what I can see.
Okay.
Inside the bar.
You've got all 3 pictures there, so if you want to write them down, so we've got them on your back of your on this. That's kind of pockets and stuff. It was to stop people from hoarding. That's why I separated out the pockets, the backpack if you carried one, and anything that was worn. So yeah, this guy continues screaming at him. He's like this is Jenny's dad, Jenny and Mikey's dad. He's like Jeff in there. The agents they paid him to shut the fuck up. Look where he is. And you look back in, and this guy's basically he's where like his position before, just leaning over the bar, just like swilling his drink. He can hear what's going on, but apparently he's been paid off to shut the fuck up and not make any waves. So yeah, you've got pictures. Flip your card up just to show that you've acted. Yeah, so you've done your bit, and this goes on for a couple of minutes.
What time of day is it now?
It's basically you're gonna have to head home shortly. This is probably going to be the last thing you would do before you go home, and if anybody's got any scenes, we'll do at home.
And what are the doors like on the bar?
On
the saloon doors?
No, it's just like a normal door, like a thick door, but
it's open at the moment.
Yeah, it's open. It's propped open because it's the end of summer, so it's really warm.
Okay, so what I'm doing is, even though what I've sort of done, I've prompted Chloe to take a camera out, and I've sort of gone, oh look, fighting there, and then sort of turned around to look into the bar because I can see like the glimmer of a TV, and it's showing the pre-match for the Vikings game.
All right, okay.
So my attention's been drawn by the fact I can see the telly in the corner of the bar.
And during this pre-thing, it cuts from this while you're watching it. You're watching it for a second, and you're just like, I really need to get home. This game's on. It's going to be so good. And there's it cuts to a short segment on Rising Stars, and it's only photographed. It's only like Polaroid photographs on the screen, but you clearly see one of the 4 main things is it's like looking in a mirror that shows you slightly older. You know, like Ben with his doppelganger. It's like that, but slightly older, and it's your older brother, and you just see it for a second, and you're like, and just carry on out.
It's Teddy.
It is Teddy, Teddy BD. So yeah, that would be the last thing if nobody else has anything they want to do before they have to head home.
Do we have to walk past the Arcadia?
You could walk. I mean, you'd all sort of head in that direction to get home.
The thing is for Michael, he lives in a dustbin, so it doesn't matter which way he walks.
Depends.
That's the kind of joke I would make.
It depends on the wind that day. That's why it could be anywhere.
Hobo came around the corner going, I heard that.
Woo!
Oh, he's not the woo guy.
See him nailing down his cardboard house.
Just comes out of a trash can, head out of a trash can.
Like Oscar the Grouch.
Yeah.
So yeah, does anybody have any scenes they would like to do at home, or should we skip straight to the next day? Because the next day is interesting.
Don't know. Do you want to see the scenes from tonight?
I go and watch the game.
Yeah, give us like 25 words or less of what you would do. Like, you go home strangely full before your dinner of cabbage water and stuff. You actually, you tuck into that with gusto because you've already had a burger.
So I get in, sit down, and even though my family's rich-ish, like upper middle class.
Well, yeah, I'd say so.
He's
because,
a doctor, so
yeah, GP. Your dad's a GP, so your mum is the homemaker, but
decent house, decent car. So I'd sit down, and football nights were TV
Oh, yeah.
dinners.
Football nights, family group, round,
Yeah,
round the
TV
telly
dinners
sort of thing.
in sort of foil trays.
Okay.
And tonight's my favourite. It's Mexican chicken. So
You are just living vicariously.
Yeah.
It's like Mexican chicken. I could totally go for
And,
some Mexican chicken now.
we always have a big plate of nachos to share to watch the game with.
Okay.
And that's my night.
One home thing that we've not explored yet. Chloe's home. Mum being teacher. She wouldn't be home yet. She'll probably get home a bit later on. I'm assuming she's been kept back for one of these, possibly for the an investigate. Oh no, a little chat with Barnes and Noble, Agent Barnes and Noble. I know.
You make me feel sick.
Your dad though, mechanic, he was home in time.
I make a record writing down all the notes and things and observations that I've made that day.
Skip tea, just straight up like, hi mum, hi dad, bye dad, straight
Well,
up to the
25
room.
words or less. So if we're going to go down that route, yeah, sure, I have my tea with my parents.
What are you eating?
Oh,
Well, if my dad mates, because mum's
Shoot.
not home.
Right, let's do 25 words.
greasy burgers or something. Alright, roughly 25 minutes. Okay, God help me. Lexi, you
God isn't
get
going to help you.
you get home,
Where's your God now?
and you kind of, for a minute, you think the house is empty. Your older sisters are out. Your younger brothers are fairly younger than you. Now, it's weird because you think, wow, they've gone to bed of their own accord. But then you go upstairs and weirdly your mum's home. And, you kind of listen for a second outside the door and she's like, she's tucking them in and trying to, chill them out and tell them a story or something. And do you stop and listen or you just breeze past?
Breeze past.
Okay. Breeze past, straight into your room, door shut, and basically that's you for the night, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. I wasn't going anywhere with it. Don't worry. Yes. Fantastic sentences that don't just consist of "I am Ben." And we're back.
We're back.
Yep. So yeah. We're going to skip to the following day because the following day is much more interesting than anything. What we've done, Michaels? Did we not?
No.
Oh, sorry. Go on, Michael. What would you do? What would you do of the evening? I'm assuming you've come home with the taste of burger still in your mouth, and
Well, what day is it?
that's Thursday.
Thursday. That's normally the night we get to come home and watch Dad eat the one bar of chocolate we've got in the house. But I'm showing no interest
Charlie the
because
Chocolate
I'm
Factory.
full of burger. So I'm
You're
just gonna
like
go
secretly like,
I've had a burger.
I've
fuck
eaten
you.
better than you today, and I don't care.
So I'm not staying around for the Thursday night entertainment. I'm just gonna go upstairs and chill out for the night.
Okay, that's fine.
Is there anything good on telly?
I don't have a TV in my bedroom.
Fair point. Is there anything good on radio?
He actually no.
It's not even the radio.
He
it's
actually
just
watches
CB
telly
radio.
through a neighbour's window, and he makes up the voices for it.
I imagine everyone sounds
But
like, hey buddy!
He's seen
He's
seen
got
every episode of. I'm assuming MASH would be quite new, so he's seen every episode of like the first season of MASH and knows it inside out. So he does the voices.
Knows
for
his
it.
own version of it.
Yeah.
If it was Monday night, I'd be sat at my window glued and watching the newest episode of Knight Rider.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. Okay. So basically, we'll cut to the following day because there are things.
He doesn't
Obviously
have a
people
TV. How does he become a TV geek?
through.
I go
other
a lot
things.
to the cinema. My uncle, he has a TV, he's actually quite nice.
Yeah.
Like, live with your uncle then.
Because he's like 12.
You don't really pick where you live, do you? When you're
Yeah,
12?
you don't pick your family, you pick your friends.
I'm guessing my dad gets money for me living there, so that's why I'm staying.
Yeah.
And you've got a 12-year-old uncle,
Mm.
which is weird. I don't even want to know the maths around that.
It's a dunkle.
Okay, so anyway,
Uncut.
you no, it's fine. So you we gloss over it. You following day we'll come to school. Who would we like to start with? Obviously, we've done you. Actually, let's reset it because This, based on time, will be... I don't even think that's your dice. I don't know. This will be... Put the sheet away.
It's probably a fair one.
This will probably be the last big chunk we do now. We're going to try and coast straight through this one for about 40 minutes. So, now, who would like to start from the following day? I kind of have ideas for scenes for each of you individually. You could team up if you really want.
I'll
we at
start off if you want.
Are we at school?
What day is it?
Yeah, it's Friday.
Friday, obviously.
It's Friday, and
It's
this will
Thursday
be.
yesterday.
These would be at some point
Oh,
during
yeah.
the day. We'll start with H. H, you come in and it's surreal because you've heard all this weird stuff. You've heard all this stuff about bodies just appearing from nowhere, and you've seen how upset the parents are getting, and it's getting so bad, and like the teachers look really, like a lot of them look really quite upset because they're being pulled into this room for like sometimes hours at a time, and like they've had to basically, the teachers have completely kiboshed any idea of actually teaching you anything. They seem instead to be doing things to just sort of keep you occupied, keep your minds off stuff. Obviously kids are still chatting away and still rumour mongering and stuff. Like make me a quick insight roll. Just to see if you pick anything up from the general chatter.
Nothing.
Not a thing. You are lost inside your own head and just mooching around the school. It's kind of like just stuck inside your own head with all these thoughts
American
and
football,
stuff.
just...
Yep, American football. You even managed to pass the big display case. You managed to pass the big display case in the hallway, which has got all the photos of your brother, and like they have like, if they could have a cutout of him, it might as well be. It's like a 4 foot, 5 foot tall picture of this guy with a football up and just trophies all around it, like an homage to him. And
You were thinking about the game last
you
night.
kind
You
of
threw away such a lead.
You kind of just like you stood there for a second and you see this reflection in the glass, just like sort of facing you but from behind. What you do?
Try and turn around and see if I can recognise who it is.
Okay. You whip round and this. Oh, make me a quick scamper roll. Okay. So, yeah, you whip round and you can kind of see. You see like sort of this much of someone disappearing around the corner. Like they've seen you turn and they've just darted away.
I chase after him.
Okay. Make me another scamper roll. Benny. Okay. You have to keep this one though. You gonna focus? Nope. Oh, it's the same thing. Okay, so you basically you see this thing, but it's like you can kind of you see the part of the body just disappear around the corner, and then you get around the corner and you see the legs disappearing up the stairs. It's like jeans and high tops.
I carry on.
Okay, you're just gonna try and pick them out. Thing. You got jeans and high tops to pick from. Okay, so you basically you start just at a fair clip, make it up there, and it comes out into like an open area. Make me an insight.
Okay. I'm going to focus.
Okay. Yeah, because you can't exactly balls that up. Well, you could. But. That is a 5 and a 6. Reroll the 6. That's an 8. So that is a success with a shift. Now, you at first you kind of you go up, you look to the left. There's no one. You look to the right. And then while you're looking to the right, you kind of catch them out of the left corner of your eye because they're looking at you again. And it looks like it's like an 8th grader. Looks a bit younger than you, a couple of years. Like how old are you? Like 13. It's probably about 10, 11. Much shorter, much slighter. Wearing probably like a hooded jacket, bottle green hooded jacket, and. You can use your shift because they haven't noticed that you've noticed them.
Okay.
So what's the plan?
Kick you in the dick.
I
10-year-old.
I grab him.
Okay, make me a cool roll to get over there to actually, and you can do it as if you focused because you're using your your shift. Now, somehow, would you like to use a Benny?
Yeah, that was disgusting.
2 and a 1. Wait, that was a 2 and a 1 on a focus. No, it wasn't a focused roll. It was as if it was a focused roll.
That's much better.
That's much better. Okay, yeah. So you managed to sort of like, and this kid thinks that that you've just sort of completely lost and is like, the cleverness of me, and then just by the hood.
Yeah.
All right, kid's like whoa, 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 and can't see who's grabbed him. And they sort of, because they're being held up like this.
What's your problem?
Because like, what's my problem? Who are you? And just sort of he can't see who it is.
I turn him around.
Turns around and sort of goes, all the blood just goes from the face, and sort of goes, I don't know what you mean.
Well, you were staring at me down there. What's the issue?
He's like, I wasn't following you.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, I may have been following you. What's it to you? And then
Well,
realises what he said, and it's just like, and he's like, all right, okay. So I heard you trying to find Mikey's sister. Mikey's like he's my boy.
He's your boy.
Yeah, he's my boy. He's my buddy. He's my friend.
He's
your
much
boyfriend.
older than you are.
Yeah, this guy. Well, outside of character, he might have babysitted him or something. So he's just friends with him. Because there's a lot of people who are friends. This isn't one of those dickhead schools where people just use each other. That's Lexi's class or Lexi's sort of group where she has to deal with that sort of stuff. So he's just like, turns into Barry Big Bollocks for a second. He's like, Mikey's my boy, Mikey's got my back, Mikey'd have you. And then he realises what he said again and just gone, like this kid really has a problem with his mouth running away from him. Yeah. He just sort of goes, he's like, I want to help. Like, I'm fast. I mean, I can sneak. Well, sort of sneak because you can't on me, but I can sneak pretty well.
You think the best way to endear yourself to a group of like us is
I'm fast. I'm sneaky.
I caught you.
Yeah, well, you're like you're Teddy's little brother. You're known for your speed. You're little Teddy. And he realizes what he's saying as your face starts to drop. He's like,
I tighten my grip on his hoodie.
He sort of goes.
He's now just got his toes on the floor.
He's like, I mean, you're quick. Like you're quick. You're like your brother, and in that you're both like really quick and smart and obviously good looking, and and he realizes he's like, oh.
So you thought the best way to get my attention was to be weird and follow me about?
He's like, that's my thing.
That's your
I'm weird.
That's your thing.
I'm weird and I'm sneaky.
Okay.
Like, people don't know. People, they look 1 minute, I'm there. Next minute, I'm gone. They just think, oh, that was weird, and I'm gone.
Your name isn't John by any chance, is it?
No, his name's Georgie.
Oh, that's okay. I'm just checking the whole.
No.
Yeah. Did he have a trumpet ensemble?
No. But no, I believe it was you who pitched the name Georgie to me at one point, but out of character. But yeah, he introduces himself as Georgie, and he's like, puts a hand out, he's like, pleased to meet you. I promise I won't call you, little Teddy anymore.
Okay.
It's like he has no inner monologue. Once again,
so you want to?
You two would get on really well.
So what? You want me to introduce you to my crew?
Like no, I want to work for you. You seem to be like the smart one. You've seen your cheerleader friend. She punched a girl or tried to punch a girl in front of teachers.
Right. So I put him down and sort of do this.
This guy wants to.
Yeah.
Well,
he's like your AV club friend. He seems pretty cool as well. The girl from the paper scares me.
Oh, Chloe's harmless. Michael is a cool guy.
He's like, well,
but we don't talk about Lexi.
I'd like to work for you, but I don't want to get in any trouble. I kind of want to see my friends back, and like
If you want to
it's
see your
not
friends back, wait till
it's
it takes
not
the t-shirt off.
completely it's not completely sunk in. It seems about the other two being dead.
Okay.
He thinks that there's still a way they're going to come back.
I mean, sure, I can use a wingman.
He, like for a moment, he just like fluffs up, like like wingman, Mikey on one side. I've got my two boys because Mikey is basically he bridges the gap between Geek and Jock. Like he's captain of like the running team or something, but he's also
Would that make him a gawk?
he's a mathlete as well. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, he's basically part of both, and you've got yourself a wingman.
Cool.
Flip your card up, just so I remember. And Michael, would you like to go next?
Yes.
Fuck, I can't remember what your bit was. Oh yeah. Your bit is you're at your locker, and what you call it? You just kind of fishing through your stuff, organising bits. It's weirdly organised. You haven't got much, so it's kind of like, pen here, book here, straighten it up, that sort of
Empty
thing.
drink carton that I once used.
Yeah, there's
Plastic spoon.
there's
a
like-
fork.
yeah, there's
Picture
like
of me and my burger from yesterday.
there's pictures. You have pictures of food inside your locker. You know, like other people have, like guys have pictures of girls inside their lockers and
Just
stuff.
looking at them makes me a bit.
You eat
He has
vicariously.
He has
through-
pictures of money.
Yes,
Makes
yes.
me
No,
feel rich.
what's it called? No, like is it a dream board or a wish board? When people make a board of things that they want and things they aspire to have in life.
I need a bigger board than what's
No,
available.
the inside of your locker, for a moment, when you open the inside of your locker, it's got all the things you want
Like
in
a
this
mum.
life.
A TV. Wow, I've got
He has a mum.
Like
Just like deadbeat dads, you know.
the front cover of one of the school class
It's a
books.
picture of
Like one of the school books that's
of
got
David
friends on it.
Hasselhoff.
Absolutely, it's got loads of your heroes in there. It basically, you want to be a hero.
In
I'm
just his
guessing, from
trunks.
this.
Not even in his trunks.
In a bearskin rug.
With puppies.
Now,
Like the most German picture
yeah.
of David Hasselhoff.
it has German David Hasselhoff like record covers in there or something.
That's pure Hasselhoff. That.
Yeah, absolutely.
There is the name of his greatest hits.
You had a friend make you a mixtape called Pure Hasselhoff, and it's in there. You don't have anything to play it on.
I was going to say,
but
I don't have a tape player.
one day you will find a place where you can play it.
Well, didn't I have one in the AV club?
If it was an LP,
Possibly.
if it was an LP, he could put it on his finger and spin it and like stick his other nail in it. In the whole thing.
Just spin it round and me do the singing.
Now you open this door. You open this locker door, and you're in there for a moment, just like.
I wish I had money.
When from behind you receive quite a sharp blow by a foot to the arse. You get kicked up the arse into your locker, and someone from
You
behind,
take a run off.
pretty much, someone from behind shoves you into the locker and slams the door behind
You
you.
doing okay?
He's actually managed to wedge you into your locker and slam the door.
And I've still got my wish wall in there.
You're
as well.
facing your wish wall.
You nose to nose with naked Hasselhoff.
being lanky, no, he's not naked, but there's like a well-placed
It's got
cloud
belly
or
button
something
on.
over his crutch, and you are literally like point blank next to the crutch.
I can see through the cloud.
Now,
I'm close enough.
so, but you're more concerned by the fact that you've just been slammed into your locker.
Right.
Now, what was your hindrance? I forgot.
Can't see
Poor
anything.
vision. So
There's no problem with you seeing what's in front of you.
Well, yeah.
I wish I was more blind. I see everything.
Okay, so, and basically from outside, you hear a very, very familiar laugh.
Anchoring it.
But then you also hear this this other voice go, let's go, you little son of a bitch, what did you do to my car? And you also recognise this voice.
Yeah, I wish I'd have done something to his car.
It's like, what did you do to my car? If you don't tell me, so God help me, I'm going to lock you in this. I'm going to go to the machine shop. I'm going to find myself a welding torch, and I'm going to weld you in here.
Oh,
I'm not gonna lie. I want you to do things to your car, you know, and let your tyres
Is this
down.
what comes out through the little grill?
Yeah. I mean,
like some weird confession box.
Yeah.
Father, I
Forgive me,
have
Father,
sinned.
what I have sinned. Well, kind of sinned. I kind of wanted to sin,
I'm
but
not
I didn't really because
All
we
I
were
wanted to
busy.
do was
And-
jump in your car. Right, the timeline issue. Right, the timeline issue there.
Yeah.
I've just predicted a future Hasselhoff classic. Spoiler.
I've just got that in my head now, I can't think.
So, well, it's not very comfortable. You are quite lanky, but it is like sort of being stuck in this, in this locker. And
My
at
elbow's
the
actually in
moment,
my-
you actually believe that Jensen's older brother will go to the machine shop. He will find a welding torch and he will weld you in there. Even though there are police, supposedly there are agents, but they're in a room that's miles down the hall. So,
To be fair though, it is bigger than his bedroom.
what the locker?
So
Comfier as well.
I don't know about bigger, but comfier. Weirdly, you feel strangely at home in this. It's kind
I
of
feel safer in Hasselhoff's embrace.
absolutely. That's the thing. If you were going to be trapped anywhere,
you'd want it to
being
be
being trapped with your dream wall or wish wall or whatever it is that's round you is
Can we stick with wish wall? Because if I say a dream wall, it sounds like I'm dreaming of Hasselhoff.
okay. That's fine. The wish wall because
Yeah,
it's
the wish
basically
wall.
it's your hopes and dreams.
Yeah.
Which I don't know what your hope
I'm
and
not
dream
dreaming
is.
of a semi-naked David Hasselhoff.
No. You just
You don't need to.
All I
He's
know.
right there.
You're just wishing for one. So yeah.
Film it was the early 2000s. Could have seen me eating a burger on the
We
floor.
can leave you in there for the moment and have you come out comedically later, or
Yeah, leave me in there.
for a while he's basically kicking at this locker and he's just trying to scare you, but you're just kind of chunnering away while looking into David
I'm just going to go into
David
my
Hasselhoff's
imagination as
hair.
usual and go,
You're looking into his chest hair and just sort of going, one day I'll have chest hair. One day I'll be a real boy.
fucking Pinocchio now, man.
Hey, I've made a Peter Pan reference already. I'm going to be doing. I'm hitting the whole lot. Okay, so now down the hall in the other direction. Ben, put your phone down.
Phone's not hot.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
Lexi is currently in the principal's office, and the principal is shut up. The principal is giving her an absolute bollocking, literal screaming out "Young lady, we do not have violence in these halls." And he's just, he's pacing back and forth and waving the finger of death at you. And he's just "We do not have violence in these halls." Marcy, whose surname I forget, her parents have been in, they've complained, they want to see you expelled. Do you want to be expelled?
No.
Alright, well, as quiet as she's been. Not the quietest she's been, strangely, this session. But he's like, then don't try and punch students. Look at your hand. Look at your hand. And your hand is still absolutely wrapped up in this bandage. He sort of stops to himself. You can see there is an ashtray on his table, on his desk, filled with fag ends. It's to the point where one more fag end and it'll just cascade out of there. And
So anything I can do to make it up to you?
he's like, do you know what? Smart Alec, smart Lexi, smart Alex, or whatever. He makes some shit pun, and he says, "You're banned from cheerleading for a fortnight." That to you is like being punched in the face. It's like he's actually just gone and leant over the desk and punched you in the face. He's basically said, "Banned from cheerleading. Marcy's taking your spot."
That bitch!
I'm not fucking around.
And he's like 3 weeks for the language. Sort yourself out.
Sucker.
Sort yourself out.
Mine.
Become a proper young lady, and maybe you'll start getting
Maybe I
privileges
could go
privileges back.
Probably ladies.
Shut your mouth. And do you want another one? And he literally is just giving you he's just giving you a reaming, really telling the shit off out of you, and just saying, if you don't sort your shit out, you just get expelled. At the moment, they're not taking any. They're not having little kids being exposed to violence and stuff. This has got to be a place of safety and that sort of thing. And it looks like he may have just come from his meeting with Barnes and Noble, because he looks like he slept in the same suit, He looked like he's basically slept in his office and like he really doesn't want to leave this place at all. So that would be you. Having the shit told off of you and then having to basically just getting kicked out into the hallway where Marcy's just on the opposite side of the hallway and just goes, turns, and let's just keep going.
I'm gonna punch her.
It's going to happen while, right, you're outside the principal's office, he has a window that he can see the pair of you, and she is stood exactly where this, where in the line of this window. Yeah. You could find yourself being
Alright, I won't punch her. I'm gonna pick her with a chair.
You ran the order.
There wouldn't be chairs, there'd be a bench, but it's not something you could pick up.
I'm gonna
She's a bench for.
And she's stood in full view because she knows there is nothing you can do to her there in front of the principal because he's watching the pair of you out the window.
I'm gonna dirty look her.
Oh, absolutely.
Then I'm going to say.
You
I'm just
could.
gonna dirty look her. I'm gonna meet her outside. Fight.
Nice. Okay. So you just called her out. No, that's fine.
Outside. How about that?
Catch me outside.
Yeah, catch me outside.
Catch me outside!
It's fine. You can give us some shit.
For reference, Ben actually went outside.
Okay.
He went method.
When method. Right. I will pause in then for a second. Then we'll come round and do Chloe's because Chloe's is quite interesting. And now we're back.
We are back.
We are back for the final part, little chunk thing of this, because we've got about 25 minutes. Now, Chloe, put your phone down.
What's the phone?
Exactly. Broke the wall. Time wall.
The seventh
Anyway,
wall.
so, yes.
Seventh one.
Chloe, this is shortly after Lexi has her run-in with the headmaster. You're coming back from lunch and you come into the school paper HQ and the headmaster's sat on the old piano. He's leaning against the old piano and he's looking at the wall of weird, or more accurately, one particular chunkle, whatever a chunkle is.
The Chunkle.
Looking at
The Chunkle Brothers.
Chunkle Brothers, yeah.
It's a chubby uncle.
Now I remember why that's somewhere.
The Chunkle Brothers. Chunkle Brothers, Danny and Saul. Anyway, going back to a more important, slightly, difficult moment. You know which photos he's looking at, in particular, and which set of articles he's looking at with the little, with the little pins with the string coming in between them and stuff. He's basically looking at those, and he's like, "Miss Sullivan, what's this?"
That.
Nothing.
Make me a cool roll. He's not saying that, it's the university. You anticipated the cool roll.
Not very cool, are you?
It's not great.
That is exactly how that would go. Because you said nothing, which means something. He's like, I'll tell you what it looks like to me.
Something.
I'll tell you what you're not in the scene. Shh. I'll tell you what it looks like to me. Looks like you've ignored what we discussed. What the school president, Miss Parsons, has asked you very kindly to do. It looks as if you've ignored all this and are going against our wishes. Do you actually give a crap?
I think it looks like exactly where it stopped after she told me to stop carrying on.
Make me another cool roll. Feel free to focus at any point as well.
That's a 4.
Roll the 4. Okay. So he doesn't lose his shit with you or anything, but he's just like, he sort of turns away from the wall of weird and as a whole, and just sort of, luckily he's only paid attention to this. He's not paid attention to the myriad other stuff that you've got on the wall, because there is so much more damning stuff. Not really to do with murder, but other stuff. So you're just grateful to have him pointed away from there, and he just kind of, he kind of looks at you and just sort of says, So if I asked, any member of the faculty or any member of the school that, whether you'd been seen, I don't know, say outside of a bar questioning a poor homeless man, this last evening, you'd say what?
We weren't questioning him. We were just feeding the homeless, being charitable.
You did feed him half a burger. That's fucked up. Roll me a cool roll. Benny?
Yeah.
Just a suggestion.
Yes.
There's a 4. Go on.
Yes.
Oh, he's going to do it again. This is the only person who can roll multiple shifts. Okay,
That's
so you succeeded with a shift. So basically, you can tag something on the end of this. He believes the whole thing about that you were just feeding the homeless because it is you are kind of the philanthropist. Yeah, a philanthropist. I don't know. You kind of that you like to help people as well, but you're not a stone cold bitch. The president, he knows, he advocates this this girl as the president of the school, but he knows she's at heart she's still just a stone cold bitch because that's how she got there. So he knows you are capable of good. What would you tag on there to try and calm the situation? She's basically screwed you over, and she's dropped you in this.
Well, I think we can overlook this now, considering that your sources are. We both know your sources are not very reputable.
He's like, on the other hand, quite the opposite, young lady. My sources, are varied, all over the place, and quite reputable. I will have you know, if I catch you with any student if you harass any of these students, if you so much as ask them how they are feeling or what time of day it is, you will find yourself in detention. If you, depending on the seriousness of the crime, you could find yourself severely punished. You could find yourself out of here. I am not even joking. This, we're trying to create a what would you call it? An area, not an area, of place of calm and and safety for both young and older students, as well as a place of learning, primarily a place of safety.
You can't do that by oppressing people.
There isn't a make me a pluck roll for that little roll, because that is a ballsy thing to say to the principal, especially when he's currently just come out of a meeting with Shitstirrer over there. So you got the success on there on the pluck roll. So you managed to keep his eye while you say this, and he's just like there's a difference. There's a difference between silencing people, and there's a difference between that and between keeping people in line and spreading mass panic. As if you haven't noticed, children are dying.
Yes, but having the truth come out is a lot better.
We don't want the truth. Put the bury you literally. It's one of those. It's like bury I don't care. Leave it up to the professionals to find the truth. If you happen to find something, go straight to them. In fact, this afternoon you're in a meeting. You're going speaking with Barnes and Noble yourself. If you've got anyone, if you've got anyone else you want to incriminate in your crimes, but I don't care. They're going through the teachers, and as soon as they're finished with the teachers, you're first on the list.
Good, because I've got some questions for them.
Okay, and that would be where that cool little moment ended. Now, straight off the back of that, just for funsies, you leave that, and I'm assuming get out in the hall. You're like, where would you go first?
Well,
he's not leaving that room. He's still sat there, and he's literally turfed you out of your own room.
I
wander the halls for a bit.
Yeah, it's my way to the canteen.
Okay. About halfway there, the first person of all the people you could bump into, of all the people you could bump into, the sister of the second girl, or the second child who went missing, is literally just stood in the middle of the of the corridor, and there is absolutely no way of you getting to the cafeteria without walking past her. And it's like she's waiting for you. And she clocks you, you clock her, and you just as she spots you, she starts walking towards you. She doesn't look as though she's angry or anything. She's just walking towards you, just like looking for you. And then she sees you and walks towards you. Well, you don't even get the chance for that. She just kind of throws you into this bear hug, proper hugs the hell out of you. Then just as quickly as she's hugged you, she backs off, slaps the shit out, just one big slap in the face, and then just turns and walks away. Now, if that happens in any school corridor, you get kids all around that'll be like ooh and all that sort of thing. So to everyone around you, you've just basically been served. It's only after a couple of minutes and sort of being like, bitch, that you realise there's a piece of paper been stuffed in the neck of your jacket. Just a little folded note in the neck of your jacket, and it says it says girls' bathroom.
I head to the girls' bathroom.
Okay. You make it to the girls' bathroom. I'm assuming you check. You get there and there's you do the whole opening of the door, stall doors and stuff.
Open the door to the toilets with my foot from a distance.
Yeah, to each one of the cubicles and stuff.
Well, not just to
the main room.
In the first place, and see if I'm going to get another smack.
No. Normally I do the whole shaking thing, but leave it for this. So literally, you taking the slap, and then as soon as she's absolutely certain that there's no one in there, she goes, "I am so sorry. I just had to do that so that anyone watching wouldn't believe that I actually want to talk to you."
Ow!
She's like, "Really sorry," sort of, because she really wailed on you. One slap, but it was a proper boom. It had to be convincing. And it's as much as she explains to you as well. If it's I'm really sorry. Go and throw some water on your face or something.
So what the hell?
I didn't draw blood. She's not handling it very well, as you wouldn't because she was the last one to lose But basically, with Jenny having disappeared, all the focus has been drawn from her, and gone on to these other kids. Well, gone on to Mikey, and gone on to basically just, the teachers seem to have got this game plan in place where they've created a surreal playground where one of the teachers is in the sports hall. Not many in there because it's still very warm, but they've got a projector and they're projecting old films. They're old films that the teachers have played ad nauseum every Christmas or every time that you can't go outside. So people have watched these. Michael saw a lot of films in there. He knows all of them. He knows the Wizard of Oz, inside and out. He knows he knows every single word of it. So, yeah, it's been really weird and surreal. And she's just she's I can't believe it. I can't believe that. Have you seen this? Mr. Avery, the English teacher. He's teaching lessons sort of lessons as normal. You've got football practice for the jocks. And you've got cheerleading practice for the cheerleaders. Everyone else is just kind of left to wander, and she's like, of all the people in here, you're the least, stupid, not stupid. You know what I mean? She realised what she said after she said it. It's just you know what I mean. You're not stupid. You're not foolish. You actually have a head on your shoulders. I've read some of your work. If anybody's going to find Jenny, it's you.
Okay, thanks. We're already looking as it is.
What do you know? What have you found? Do you know anything? Do you even know who Jenny is? Do you know where she lives? Do you know who her friends are? Do you even know where she was when she disappeared? I spoke to Huey and Dewey. They won't tell me shit.
Our investigations are at an early stage right now. We've
Oh
started some
my
preliminary
god, you sound
investigations.
exactly like Barnes and Noble, and she looks like she's about to walk out the door. You're gonna have to make some sort of cool roll to stop her from walking away.
No, do it cooler than that.
That would be a failure, unless you can spin it back. Come on, you need one of these magic rolls. That's a 1 and a 2. She's just like, she's pushing towards she's turning and walking towards the door, and it's just like, do you know what? Maybe I was wrong about you. Give me one reason why I shouldn't just walk out the door and forget this meeting ever happened. You can keep your slap.
Because we're trying to find the truth, not cover the truth.
Cool roll. Well, pluck roll. Pluck roll's probably better for you. Oh my god. Benny? Yeah.
Whatever.
It's at the end of the session anyway, it's all good.
Yeah.
Yay!
We'll get there.
Before she leaves, she sort of says, right, okay, if you need any information on Jenny, where she disappeared from, who her friends are, well, you already know her best friend.
Tell me everything you've got.
Well, you really want to know everything? Go and speak to Monica Parsons. Or I could be a bit of help. I mean, I kind of heard one thing. I don't know whether it could just be bullshit. There's a lot of bullshit flying about the place. But someone told, it's like Jenny told me that Jessica told her that they overheard the police talking about missing bodies. Apparently. And she's like, shuts the door and she's like, apparently the kids' bodies, like one of them disappeared before the autopsy from the police station. The other one disappeared after the autopsy. The police station locked down. You wonder why Huey, Dewey, and Louie are all around here? Well, Huey's currently sat outside Jenny's house in case she comes home. Just leave it for the moment. Just in case Jenny comes home. The other two patrolling here while Agent insert some other names, John and Bonham, investigate the teachers. But the most important thing, kids' bodies don't just vanish. Bodies don't just vanish. Somebody has to take the bodies. So unless the police are in it, something really weird's going on. I mean, I trust I trust such and such buddy who told me that she literally goes back down the chain and she says and such buddy's sister. No, she'd never lied to her, and she just tells you a chunk of this information. And as the pair of you sort of you decide you're going to sort of split up and walk out, she says, "Come and find me later at after school, and I'll tell you what you need to know." But before that happens, the plan is she's going to go out the door, you're going to wait a minute, wash your face, and then you're going to go out the opposite way so it doesn't look so obvious. But you kind of hear running in the corridors outside, and teachers going, "Stop running in the corridors," and just the sound of raised voices and stuff, and the general level of chatter has risen, and someone boots the door open, like, Did you hear? They found Jenny! She's alive!" And that is the end of the session.
That's one, job's over.
I'm not going to get to the corridor.
Or is it? Now,
Is that the end of the session?
that is the end of this session.
So
So,
you just said, or is it?
well, it's the end of the session, not the end of the story.
Well, obviously, you just said end of the
You
session,
didn't
not
find
story.
Jenny.
Well, they found her. Our job was to go and
A
find
campaign
her,
is made
it's
up
all
of
good.
sessions.
Yeah, but you just said, or
This
is it
is
the end of the
session.
session?
Confusing.
No.
He's got the mind of a 5-year-old.
He keeps it in a jar.
Yeah.
Now, before we go too gross,
There's never too
should we
close.
do spending of ranks and stuff? Now, you can't bank 2 ranks. So if you have decided, let's say, pluck wise, I would say. Do you want me to get that?
Yeah.
Pluck-wise, I'd say Chloe could probably throw one into pluck this session.
Can I throw one into imagination?
Imagine
I'd probably say your insight would probably take another one because, or maybe no, your scamper's already at the highest. I'd say your insight because you found that kid pretty well. Yeah, either insight or cool. I think you did more with your insight. Scamper's already at the highest. Michael.
I would go with cool because of my charisma.
You did manage to talk round Hobo Ken.
Hobo Ken.
Robo Ken.
Am I changing this pluck to
I
a
don't
D8?
care. Yeah, change that to a D8. That would be Chloe now on a D8. Lexi, you can't bank another rank, so you can spend one on something, or you can trade one in next session to start with 5 bennies instead of 3.
I was meant to start this one with 4.
Oh, yeah, you were.
Technically,
Yeah.
used
But they don't carry over anyway, so
Ha.
I feel like I've been cheated.
it stops you from hoarding.
I feel like I've been cheated, eh?
Tough.
I
So
should
I
get
still
4
got the
next
rank
time.
open.
Well, if you bank instead of banking a rank, if you spend it next time, you'll start with 5. You have to do stuff to be able to spend
Am I
them, you know.
still in the locker?
Yeah.
Yes, but don't worry,
I'm
we're
gonna
not
fight
in
next time.
I'm not here next week, so am I going to stay in there for like 2
I'll come
days?
get you.
I don't know. You'll be around.
I'll
You'll be
fight for
around.
the
You
grave.
just won't be
Can I
present.
just hum from the locker?
Has everybody done their? What
Yeah.
were you doing in your thing? Let's do.
I'm going to
let's-
put like fighting. Put it like to D8.
that would be fighting at a D4 if you spend 1 rank. You could spend. Didn't you have a rank banked as well?
I do have a rank bank.
So you could. Yes, you could have fighting at a D6.
I still have a rank open from the last one. Can I?
Can I
my
have Foxy
cool
Boxing D6?
Yeah.
after the?
Just write it as fighting because it makes things easier. If you start using loads of different phrases for, make sure you wipe off any that you've got banked or anything. So yeah,
After my
that
epic
means
one.
everybody's so you've got fighting now at a D6. That's pretty good. Well, you've got some pent up. You literally have. Hey, you literally have this girl who's absolutely. She's actually stood there and dared you to smack her in the face. So you're gonna have to reply.
I'm going to knock her the fuck out.
Absolutely. Okay. Is everybody happy? Has everybody had a fun session and
Yeah.
such?
Can I bring my Batgirl outfit next week?
If you're going to sit at the table, you're not going to be able to have it in the game, but you can sit there and wear it at the table if you really feel the need.
Yeah, I will do.
Anyway, that has been the second session of the Freehold Vanishings. Ant will not be here next week, so we'll probably stop this for a short while and then come back.
Yeah, they're not going to know.
Well, just in case they do, and just in case I do post this, and just in case I manage to edit out all of the bad stuff, there's not been that much bad stuff this
it's been
time.
alright actually this week.
So, we've done pretty well.
We've toned down.
Yes. And everybody stopped like laughing every 2 seconds.
It was just that throat chop thing. I couldn't not laugh.
Right. That's it.
And I
Peace.